What is known about Air India Flight 171? Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is an aviation safety alert. This is part 2 of Air India 171 and the fleet of Boeing 787s. This is the article that I'm using to provide this update. It was published on November 7th. The article is quite long and very comprehensive, and so this video has to be broken up into several parts. So this is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, go back and check that out and then come back. Starting off where I left off in the last video, Air India recently grounded 3 of their 787s following the crash in June. Those 3 787s have been sent to MRO bases, and an MRO base is a maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility. MRO facilities are CRS certified by the FAA, so those are certificate repair stations that the FAA deems capable of conducting MRO services. Air India has 26 787s in the VTANA to VTANZ registration. And what that means is the VT is a country code, so that is specific to India, meaning this plane belongs in India. And the ANA to ANZ is just a particular registration code for that plane. Of those 26 planes, 3 of them are at MRO bases, and 2 more have been pulled offline. And we need to note there is an additional plane in that VTANA to VTANZ that crashed in June. All 3 of the planes that have been grounded were put into service between 2012 and 2013. VTANA was the first of the Dreamliner 787 to enter the Air India fleet. So as you can see from the paragraph below, VTANE started in mid-2013 and VTANG started in late 2013. So these are sort of linear and it goes down alphabetically. Flight 171 was VTANB, so the second. VTANE was at Etihad's Engineering Widebody MRO in Abu Dhabi from July 15th to September 24th of this year. And VTANG has been parked in Mumbai at their MRO since July 25th. Heavy structural check cycles on the 787s typically occur between 6 and 10 years. So that means that they should have happened on these planes between 2019 and 2023. But following Air India Flight 171, they are now clustering multiple multi-month heavy checks in 2025, and this is following Flight 171 crashing. These planes are supposed to go through this first heavy structural check cycle at 6 to 10 years after it's put into service. However, these are typically staggered. The other 2 planes that are not in service are VTANT and VTANP, which would have been put into service after the other 3 that I cited a little earlier as being in MRO bases in Abu Dhabi, Mumbai, and in Jordan. These 2 planes being out of service are in line with Air India's retrofit program of their 787 at Boeing's Victorville facility. So this is a $400 million retrofit of all 26 of Air India's Boeing 787-8 Dreamliners at the Boeing facility in Victorville. As I stated in the beginning, this article is very long and comprehensive, and so I will be following up with a part 3, possibly a part 4. Just to sum up, because there were a lot of registration codes being thrown around, 2 of these planes being out of service is something that was a planned event as part of a retrofit program within Air India, and those are the 2 that are located at Boeing's facility in Victorville. The other 3, however, were unplanned and unannounced, and they happened after Flight 171 crashed.